everyone, I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and this is one of my Scotty Striker. Welcome to our video about kind of cross stitch. Today is January the 20th, it's Saturday evening, and this is Flosstube number 156. My goodness, yes. It's very cold outside here in the South. I live in South Carolina, and it's 22 degrees. But that's okay. It'd be fine if the wind wasn't blowing, wouldn't it, Striker? But anyway, we'd like to welcome you today or tonight, and we'd like to talk to you about our counted cross stitch. I have a lot of finishes and a couple of FFOs. And since it's after dark, Dolores will not be with us tonight, but she will be back soon. All right, hop down. And we're going to start off, and I would like to welcome everyone today that has watched our video. There were a lot of people that watched it. I hope you will come back. Dolores comes back when our schedules meet, off and on, and when she's home. But we have a good time together. We've known each other a long time. We met in EGA, which is Embroiderers Guild of America, many, many years ago. So I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll hit the subscribe button. When I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a big giveaway, and hopefully it will be soon. I just like a few hundred subscribers, so be sure and share with your friends. And if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you promote on your Flosstube, promote our channel on the Flosstube. But without any further ado, we're going to get started. And remember, if you hit the bell, you'll find out when I make a video, and I usually make one on the weekends. Okay, we're going to start out a little bit different. I always try to change things up so you never know what you're going to start with. We're going to start out with works in progress, or WIPs. All right, the first one I don't have much done on it, but I worked on it some today. I went to Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading, which is my local LNS, and notice I said local LNS, just my local needlework shop. Local. Donna Hughes is the owner there, and she has a lot of patterns. She has a good amount of floss, some fabric, lots of beads, any kind of beads you'd want, just about charms, all kinds of things. And so anyway, we had a stitch day, and a bunch of us went, and she had door prizes. We played bingo. We had food. We always have food. It's all about the food, you know. But anyway, this is one of the things I stitched on while I was there, when my eyes got tired from stitching the other thing, which I'll talk about later. This is Little House Needleworks Snowflakes, and we had this at a retreat at Donna's, a finishing retreat that we did. And this one's done on 28 count natural linen. And this is not a big start. When I picked it up, I was like, where did I do this? Because I only had 2 lines done. And it was almost time to go, so my eyes were getting tired and I was getting headaches. So this is all I got done, 2 or 3 more lines. And you know, you have to visit. And I'm using 2 strands over 2 threads. And of course, white DMC. So, this is just going to be like, it's nothing I'm in a hurry to finish, but I would love to finish it because it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. And I love Little House Needleworks patterns. And I'm putting up my stuff as I go. Ooh, I forgot about this. Okay. Okay. And then next, sorry about the rattling, is one of my WIP Go projects. WIP Go is it's bingo, but it's to help you finish your works in progress, or your WIPs, okay? And this month, Jessie Marie Does Stuff, who's the facilitator or moderator of the event, she is the one that pulls the numbers on the, I can't remember, it's the 25th or the 27th, but it really, really helps me get some of my things finished. And so anyway, this is Ebenezer by Calico Confectionery. We got this in another retreat at Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading. And I love the Christmas Carol story by Charles Dickens. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm just going to have to do this. I have a door knocker, that you knock on it and, you know, it just looks like the door knocker on the Christmas Carol, and it goes bah humbug. So, you know, I thought, this is perfect. And anyway, this is on 28 count even weave, vintage country Mocha even weave. And I got just a little bit more done. I'm going for a finish this month, and I'm using 2 strands of DMC over 2. So I got some features on his face. All of his face is done, and I started on the hat. And there's some words in red. His hat is not on fire. So I'll get this done, hopefully. I like some words in his scarf and a little bit of his coat. I was trying to think what it was. And then this one will be done. And hopefully I'll have a finish this month so I can mark off one of my first, goodness gracious, where's my brain today? I can mark off one of my first WIP Go blocks. So that would be just great. Then my next WIP Go piece is from an Etsy shop, and it's an Etsy designer that I have featured several times, and well, a couple of times. And her name is Cross Stitch Jo. Well, she's Cross Stitch Jo on Etsy, and her name is Joelle. She's from Canada, and this is the Bisc Cor she designed. She's got a top, and then she's got the bottom that you can see. And she did this on 40 count, and I'm doing it on 40 count. So I stitched on it today, and this is what I've got done. I'm making a good amount of progress. I had to wait to do the brown because that was the only color I didn't have. And it's 1 strand over 2 threads. And I've got Dorothy, she's upside down, she's sideways. And I've got the Tin Woodsman and the Yellow Brick Road, and I got 1 Toto started, but that's about it. And then another square, and that's probably going to be the Scarecrow. Yeah. And then I'll do Glenda, the Good Witch, I think. So I think it's Glenda. Anyway, or I may do another Tin Man, I'm not sure. But anyway, I can't wait to finish this because it's a beautiful pattern, and I really, really like the Wizard of Oz. So that is fun. But I'd held up working on it because I didn't have that one color, and I couldn't find a brown that I really, really liked. And I know I probably had something in my stash, but I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at there. So then my next WIP ended up to be a finish. And I haven't worked on it very long, and it was my first new start of the year. So there you go. This pattern was gifted to me from a viewer last year, and this is called Christmas Cookies, and it's from Cottage Needleworks. Isn't that cute? And I was planning to have this FFO, but then this Stitch Day came up, and I'm like, forget finishing. I got to go to Stitch Day. And no offense, I cannot do finishing at a Stitch Day because there's too much visiting going on, and you need too much stuff. So anyway, this is done on a piece of Water Lilies, and it's 28 count, even weave. And here's my finish. And hopefully I'll have this FFO'd soon, even though it's not Christmas. But I thought that was just very, very cute. Thank you so much, Christine, for this pattern. I appreciate it so much. All right. So that's finish number 1. All right, finish number 2 is one that I've had, oh my goodness, I couldn't tell you how long it's been in the little bitty bag. But anyway, it was in a little Pine Mountain bag, and it came as a kit with a little candle, and it was called Stitcher's Sensations, and it's called Family, Faith, and Friends. And it was a limited edition candle and pattern set by Poppy's Kreations and Waxing Moon Design. And it came with a little button. Okay. And this is done on a piece of 28 count natural linen that I had in my stash. And there's my finish. I thought this was so, so pretty. Now, the one thing I had to change, you see the big grass hill in the bottom. Okay, the word faith was, one was 367, the other was 369. They are so close, you couldn't see the word. So I picked Juniper from Weeks Dye Works, and that's what I did, and it's the darker color that spells the word faith. So, yeah. But I really like this one. I really do. So I don't know how I'm going to finish it yet. It'll probably end up being a small, but I'm really not sure yet. So anyway, I like that one. Then my next one, I'm going to have to post on the Lizzie Kate series, Lizzie Kate series Sal Instagram hashtag, because I got my Lizzie Kate Flip It bits done for November. This is my thing is I'm going to find series that I don't have done, and I'm going to try to finish them in cross stitch and in quilting. Mostly it'll be quilts that I haven't finished on like 1 or 2 blocks, which is most of them. So anyway, and then I'm like, I don't want to look at this. But this one is done on I want to say Cafe Latte Mocha, maybe something like that. Cafe Mocha. Anyway, it was one of my favorites for a while, and I did the whole series. I've done most of the series on this. All I lack is December, and there is my finish. This was really quick. I had the acorn done, and all I had to do was the rest. And Rhonda, I listened to you because you said, oh, if you just stitch on just a few things, you just, 1 or 2 days, you'd be done. And now I did. So thank you, Rhonda. And this is 2 strands over 2. I used all the called for threads, the Weeks Dye Works, and I really, really enjoyed stitching on this. And it had 3 little buttons included. So I'll be FFOing that later, which is fully finishing. Then the next thing, I had started this at the retreat at Sassy Jack's Stitchery with Kathy Haberman. And this is from the top drawer. And I'll show you a picture of what everything looked like. This was the one thing I didn't get finished at the retreat. And I just said, oh, I'll do that later. It's going to be quick. And it just laid there. And I'm like, really? So I counted it as a WIP, or a work in progress. Now this is what the whole set looks like. Okay. And this scissor charm right here is the one that I'm doing. I've already done all the rest of it, and it's packed up, and it's too cold to go in the garage and go get it. So this is my finish on that. And all I got to do is put it on there and just put the trim around it, and I'll be done. And this one just has cross stitches and Smyrna crosses. That's what the green ones are in the middle. So I really enjoyed doing this. It's 2 strands over 2. And like I said, Kathy Haberman gives excellent, excellent finishing directions. So this will be easy, easy, and fun to finish. So, and she sews everything, just about. It's either tape, double-sided tape, or sewing. And it's very easy the way she shows it. All right, then I have an oldie but a goodie. This was at I don't know if it was at a Christmas retreat or not, but I don't know. I don't think I've seen a bread cloth pattern in forever. But anyway, they used to have all these books with all these bread cloths in them. And this was one of the little small projects that we had at one of the first retreats that Donna had. And this one's called Reindeer Feed. And I'm just going to show you the 4th of it right here. And this is my finish. This is done on 14 count Rustico, or back then we called it Fiddlers Cloth. And I'm using 3 strands for the stitching, 2 strands for the back stitch. And he's cute. I liked him. So that gives me 3 fully finished objects. All I had to do with this was iron it. So that was good. And that'll be ready to use at Christmas as a bread cloth. So, yay. So that's yet another thing. So I got rid of 4 FFOs. I mean 4 finishes that I had done. Plus I've got 4 finishes. Well, really I had 5 finishes because of the Christmas one. No, I lied. Just 4 finishes, sorry. And so that will bring my total WIPs down to 86. No, 87, because I had the 1 new start. So, yeah, I was very, very excited about that. Now, I also have another FFO. This is, and I almost forgot it. You know, the Lizzie Kate pattern here, we have Hoot. I showed the Bisc Cor new, and then they had the scissor fob. For some reason, I'm into scissor fobs. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I thought, you know, I've got this all done. It's a finish, and all I have to do is fully finish it. And what was holding me up was the cording. So I watched Vanna Pfeiffer's new tutorial, which is about a year old. And it's all about how to do cording with DMC floss. And I picked some orange and some green, and that's the back. And this is the front. This is my finish. I started to put a little tassel on it, and it didn't turn out right, so I ripped that off and started again. But I think he's cute. I thought and thought and thought and thought. And, you know, I just glued it on with Eileen's clear gel tacky glue. I love this stuff. It's good stuff. And you can get it at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And I guess you can get it at Joann's. Yeah, you can. I've seen it there. But anyway, so there's my FFOs. And this was a limited edition, so you're probably not going to be able to find it. Sorry. Okay. All right. Ooh, that doesn't go in. Oh, sorry. It doesn't go in that pile. Did I knock the camera or what? The next thing I want to show are some past fully finished objects, just because it's winter time and there's snowmen and things. And I thought, you know, I'm going to bring a couple of my snowmen pieces up so you can see them. The first one I'm guessing is by Water's Edge, but it may be by Needle Bling Designs. I'm really not sure, so I apologize. I don't have the pattern anymore, but this one is Snow Days. And I put some cording around the edge that was already made. And this is on 28 count. It's some kind of blue fabric. And I just really enjoyed stitching this. So, and I put some snowflakes on the back in black or like a really dark blue. And I got the frame at Hobby Lobby. It was just like a little plaque of some kind. And I just put this on here. So, yeah. This was not my best finish, but still, it's a finish. And this has been a while, so I've gotten a little bit better. You know, we get better over time. And then I had this one professionally framed at Stitch and Frame in 2003. And this is, oops, there we go, Winter, and it's from Mill Hill. No, not Mill Hill, Bent Creek. Excuse me. I've got Mill Hill on the brain. This came as a kit. It's on 18 count, and it uses pearl cotton, and it came with the buttons, and then I had it framed with glass. So there's what I had. And that was a lot of white. And it was one strand of the pearl cotton, but it was fun to stitch. And I've enjoyed hanging this up every year. It's like a classic. All right, so that's all my FFOs, my past FFOs, my works in progress, and my finishes. But there's more. I have some goodies I got. Plus, when I was at Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading today, we played bingo. I won a pattern today. And that's what she had. She gave us away patterns. And we were lucky enough that Kelly Freeman from Stitchy Pros was there. We were all really glad to see her, and we got to see 2 of her market designs, and they are beautiful. So I told her, I said, oh, I can't wait to buy those. Those are really, really cute. And I think y'all will like them too. And the one I picked, she had a bunch of patterns laid out, and when you got your bingo, you got to go up and pick one. And I picked this Spring Street from Little Stitch Girl. Isn't that cute? I know I have the Haunted one, but I think that's the only one I have. I know I have Fa La La. I think it's a Santa Claus, of course, you know, flying in the air, because I love those. And then I got this. So this will be exciting because I need more spring things because, yeah. Okay, so then while I was there, I found a pattern and I bought some floss. And this pattern I hadn't seen before. And I thought, oh, this is really pretty. And if I had seen it, it just didn't make an impression. This is from the Drawn Thread. It's called Simply Winter. Isn't that just pretty? I don't know if I'm just in the winter stitching mode or what, but I thought, I like that. And this one uses Gentle Arch threads. It kind of throws me when they use dinky dyes, because where I am, you have to order dinky dyes. And I like to touch and feel and see, you know, what I'm going to buy. So, yeah. And if you want to, they have a series and you can do them all in one. Oops, glare. You can do them all in one like that. But I'm just going to do mine separate. And I think it comes out, I'm thinking maybe a 7 by 9 or something like that. So that's going to be a good one to do. Then, in the mail, I got my new cross stitch book, Just Cross Stitch. I subscribed to that, and they've got all kinds of neat things. They've really ramped it up this year, and I'm really, really excited about that. They have a Quaker Easter egg. They have, you know, they've got loads of patterns, and they've added 16 more pages. So I highly recommend you get this. And this little bunny is in there. Is that not too cute? It reminds me of Beatrix Potter. So I know they were at StitchCon and they were interviewing people trying to find out what was going on. And they featured some Flosstubers in there. You know, the ones that we always watch, you know. Then I was so surprised when I go to my mailbox and I got this beautiful, beautiful Christmas card. And it's from Judy. Thank you, one of my viewers. And it says, Joy to the World. And I'm going to take this, okay? And this is probably not a good thing to show. But look at this. I thought it was so cute. It says, oh, that's not a good thing to show, but it says Happy Holidays. Wait a minute. Well, there's a pattern on the back. Let's do this. Okay, hang on. This is Happy Holidays. Isn't that pretty? And it's like a 3D thing. Thank you, Judy. This is so sweet. And she wrote the sweetest note in here. And she comments every week. And you don't know how much that means to me, because I think, oh, I've really got a good friend out there. And I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Now, speaking of commenting, I'm going to start something soon to where I can hopefully hear from more of you. I would really enjoy that. But this week, I just want you to comment and tell me where you're from and what kind of weather you're having. Yeah. We're wishing for snow here in the South because it's cold. We never get snow. We didn't get any snow last year. When we do get something, it's usually rain or ice. And I know everybody that's covered in snow is going, shut up. We don't want to hear that. Just send us some of yours, please. Just one snow. That's all we want. You know, like on the Christmas thing, you know, the people in the town, they wanted it to snow on Rudolph or something. No, it was the year without a Santa Claus, I think it was. But anyway, Christmas is over. So, now let's talk about our featured designer and freebie. Okay, every episode, listen to me, I sound like I'm some kind of TV show. Every video, I try to put out a link to a freebie. And since it's getting close to Valentine's Day, and because it is a very, very cute pattern, if I ever get my thing to pull it up, and I have to show you on my Kindle Fire because, yeah, editing is not my strong suit. Yeah, and that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. But anyway, where did it go? Okay. In fact, I'm going to do 2 free patterns today. Probably. Because I've already told you about the Erin Elizabeth designs. It's on Instagram. And she says, "You're also wonderful and thank you for choosing to be a part of my community and your support. Here's a freebie as a thank you." And it's called Valentine Freebie. There you go. And since it's a free pattern, I'm just going to hold it up here. And there's the digital finish right there. And I'm going to link this below. You'll go to Instagram at Erin Elizabeth Designs, and I'll put that up there so you can see that. Next free pattern is from Just Cross Stitch. No, not Just Cross Stitch. Everything Cross Stitch. Oh my goodness. .com. And if you just click on their website on the free patterns, there's the Snowman Family. And this is a cooler design pattern. And then you can download it and print it out. So I'll link that below. But aren't they cute? But I thought this would be a good time for snowmen. But then I thought, you know, some people don't want to stitch snowmen. So it'll be Valentine's Day. So, my goodness, my pen quit writing. Cooler Designs. Snowman Family. Got to write this down because the one thing I forgot to write down. Sorry. Okay. Then, the free pattern that I've got, not free pattern, the designer, well, it's not a designer, the Etsy shop I have, well, she is a designer. I lied. I never heard of it until today, and I just kind of stumbled across it, and it's kind of cute. These are very small. They're really good patterns for beginners or people that, you know, they like a quick, satisfying finish. And they're from South Dakota, and this is called FUDA, FUDA stitch, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm pronouncing it wrong. But she has a 5-star, or they have a 5-star rating. And so, this one caught my eye. I thought, well, they must live in Arizona. And then I looked and I was like, no, South Carolina is not Arizona. You prickle my fancy. And look at the cactus. Cacti. Too cute. And they can be done like on Ada. They can be done on linen. And then we've got some little tags you could do on white perforated paper. You could do on Ada. You could do on linen. And you can make any kind of tag, or you could use it for like a little insert for a card. Aren't those cute? She did all kinds of holidays, but I highlighted the Valentine ones because I thought you would really enjoy those. And then, of course, Be My Valentine. And then, of course, what's Valentine's without candy hearts? Look at those. Aren't those cute? I mean, you could put this on a gift, you know, just whatever. And then St. Patrick's Day, and she had several, but I only pulled one. And then, like if you're giving somebody a gift or something, or you want to send them a little card and put a little cross stitch in there. It says, thinking of you, get well soon, better days ahead. Look at those. Aren't those just precious? And Happy Easter. See, these are great beginner patterns, or they're just great for anybody that you just need like something relaxing, quick to do. Now, this one I thought was precious, and I know Christmas is over, but we got to get ready for it next year. Merry Christmas. And of course, Santa and the reindeer, my favorite. And then, for those that like hand embroidery, I saw these and I thought, oh, because somebody was saying, one of my friends was saying her mother did hand embroidery. And these are hand embroidered flower felt bookmarks, or a handmade page holder, or a hand stitched corner. And it says birth month colors bookmarks. And look at those. And you do the blanket stitch, and then you do some satin stitches, I think. But aren't those pretty? And you can use it to keep your place in your book when you're reading. So those are just, and she had a couple more embroidery things, but those were just beautiful. I thought they were just really, really pretty. And the designers are starting to come out with lots of patterns. And you know, the camping stitcher, Chris, the camping stitcher, I just really enjoy her floss tubes. If you hadn't watched them, you need to watch them. But most of all, you need to go visit her Etsy shop. This is one of her new patterns. Love You Most. Isn't that pretty? And that'll be a really quick stitch. So be sure and check that out too. So now you know 2 Etsy shops to check out if you haven't seen her featured here before. And be sure and watch Chris. All right. That is, and yeah, I haven't taken the Christmas music off my little clock up here. But it makes me happy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and please comment where you live and what the weather's like where you live. I'd be very interested to know. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next week, hopefully with a lot more FFOs, because I'm still working on that FFO challenge. So I now have 2 more things to add. All right. Bye-bye, and stitch all the things. I'll see you next week.